What's up, Fire fam? My name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to Valheim. Today we're going to be going over some of my gardening tips. So you're probably wondering, can I plant things like perhaps can I plant blueberry bushes or raspberry bushes or the carrots and the turnip seeds I'm getting? Well, you can, but you need a certain tool to be able to do this, and you're going to need the forge for this to do it. It is the cultivator. So here we go, a farming tool for tilling soil. You're going to need 5 bronze and 5 core wood. Of course, for bronze, you're going to need that 10 copper, 5 tin before you get that. And of course, the core wood comes with the black forest on those very patterned looking tall trees that you get there. But once you get one, you can do some things with it. You can replant grass if you like. So if the area is too, dirt trodden, it looks a bit ugly, you can just put some grass back in. It doesn't cost anything to put grass back in. You can pretty much just plant it down with nothing but that cultivator. And there's another thing that you can do with this, is you can also cultivate, which is the land you're going to need to put down to be able to actually have crops in the beginning. Now, crops are going to need like light source, so they're going to need to be in a place where the sun will shine in the daytime to give them all of that. And you'll need to protect them as well. But once you've cultivated the land, all you're going to need now is just some seeds. So I got some turnip seeds, I got these out of the swamp, and I got some carrot seeds. Carrot seeds are really easy to find in the Black Forest. These white flowers you'll find about the place, and they drop lots of carrot seeds. Now, if you want to plant them, there's a few ways you can go about this. You could also plant trees as well, replant trees, which is also very handy. But we're going to plant some, carrots and turnips. And pretty much you want to put them in a way that they're not suffocating each other, kind of like how you would do in normal gardening, to be honest. So you see here, I got these carrots. They're about the right space between each other. They have enough space to grow. They're healthy. Here's an example of what you shouldn't do. We have carrots here next to each other. Needs more room to grow. Healthy. So you can see having it this close is actually really bad for your carrots. And like I said, you can always plant trees, but I'm going to warn you with the trees, make sure you got enough room for them as well. You know how big those trees are going to get, so they're going to need plenty of space. And think about where the tree is probably going to shadow in the day from the sun as well. That is not going to cover the rest of your crops over, because that would be terrible. Now, you don't have to put it on cultivated land. It can be pretty happy and healthy on normal land. As you can see, this one is growing just fine without that. And this one is growing fine with it. The thing for cultivated land is if you want crops, you're going to need that land to be able to place the crops on them. As you can see, if you try and place it on any other land, that carrot doesn't want to be placed. It only wants to be placed on the cultivated land. So, of course, trees you can do without the cultivation, and then the crops you cannot. And for the time it will take these to grow, it will take about 3 to 4 in-game days for them to grow. And that's how long your crops will take. So not really long at all by Valheim standards. And just so you know, just because you have a cultivator and some land does not mean you can do this absolutely anywhere. Some biomes do not accept some seeds. So if I want to grow carrots here, sure, I can place it. This carrot's gonna die. Like, it can't live in this biome. So we'll see it deteriorate in a little second here. But pretty much, some biomes, you just can't grow in the environment, as you can see. And this dwarf is not very happy at me for trying to grow carrots here. He's like, what are you doing, you idiot? So seeds that cannot grow. If you want to grow barley and flax, it will not grow in the Black Forest. It will not grow in the meadows. It won't grow in the swamp. And it won't grow in the mountain, aka in the snow where I am right now. It will grow in the plains though, so that's where you can grow your barley and flax. In the swamp, you cannot grow carrots, you cannot grow barley or flax, so you can't really use most trees either in there. They just simply won't live. And in the mountain, of course, you can't grow turnips or carrots or barley or flax up here either, because it's just too damn cold. Just like I was saying earlier, if you want to know what you use these for, of course, the trees are really obvious, you use them for wood. Carrots and turnips, you make stew out of them, so that can be a pretty good filling meal that can regen your stamina nicely and your health. And then for the flax, you could use that to make linen to craft clothes and an artisan's table, And barley you can use in a windmill. You can craft flour, which you can make bread or pie out of, if I remember right. So some really good stuff there. Some good food sources. It's going to help a lot because remember, the better the quality of your food, the more your health is going to be and the better your stamina is going to be also. So let's have a look at some of the things that you can make. So like I said, with the simple stuff, you got turnip stew, you got the carrot soup. You can get 20 health back, 60 stam, so carrot soup is really good with the stam. Turnip is actually better than that, so you might want to focus on like turnip growing instead of carrot growing because it could be a lot better. But of course you need to go to the swamp and pick some more turnip seeds for that, or regrow the turnips that you plant. And that'll give you 50-50, so that's pretty good. 2 healing per tick. And then we get into the big stuff that you need the, of course, barley flour for, and all of that good stuff. You can make lox meat pies, fish wraps, and bread. Bread's really good for stamps, so that's nice. And then fish wraps are really good. 2 cooked fish, you know, some flour as well. It does 4 healing per tick, so that's really good actually with this one. And then you got the 60-90 on the health and stam. And then the meat pie is also 4 healing per tick, and you got 80-80. This is a really powerful food to use as well. So a really nice one here once you get to that kind of stage of the game. But of course, if you're kind of mid stages and you just started growing things, turnips is probably what you want to focus on, because that could be some really good food to have on the side as well. I mean, you could put it with the other foods like sausages and stuff like that. But this is just stuff you can sustain and grow, which is really handy, that I thought I'd go over a little bit. I'll show them as well in this video, just to give you a little idea. Anyways, I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!